What if I told you there's a real estate strategy that could boost your cash flow, cut your vacancies, and make your properties work harder for you? It's called rent by the room or co-living, whatever you want to call it. It's an awesome strategy, and that's what we're talking about today. We're diving into the top 5 reasons why investors are jumping on this game-changing approach. Whether you're a seasoned real estate pro or just starting out, you won't want to miss this. Before we dive into the benefits, let's quickly cover what rent by the room strategy actually is. Instead of renting out an entire property to one family or tenant, you rent out individual rooms to separate tenants. They share common spaces like kitchen and living room, but each tenant has their own private room and, better yet, their own lease. Now, this model isn't just for college towns anymore. It's becoming a popular choice in urban areas and even suburban neighborhoods. Why? Well, because it offers value for tenants and maximizes returns for the landlords. It's truly a win-win. Let's break down the 5 biggest benefits. First up, let's talk about cash flow, baby. Renting a property by the room always generates higher income compared to renting the entire property to a single tenant. Here's why. Instead of charging, say, $2,000 a month for a 3-bedroom house, you might rent out each room for $800. Now that adds up to $2,400, a 20% increase in rental income. How amazing is that? By slicing your property into smaller rentable units, you're catering to tenants who are willing to pay a premium for affordability and flexibility. This strategy can turn even modest properties into cash flowing machines. Vacancies are the bane of any landlord's experience. You guys know. But with this rent by the room strategy, a vacancy in one room doesn't mean your entire property sits empty. Even if one tenant moves out, you're still collecting rents from the others. This diversification of income streams means you're not relying on a single tenant to cover your costs. And with individual rooms in high demand, especially in cities and college towns, it's easier to find a new tenant to fill those spots quickly. Today's tenants want flexibility, and the rent by the room model delivers that. It appeals to young professionals, students, and even retirees looking to downsize. These groups often prefer shorter leases and lower upfront costs, which rent by the room strategy provides. Now, for investors, this means a larger pool of potential tenants. Instead of marketing to one family, you're opening your property to individuals, and there are plenty more of those looking for housing. Let's face it, real estate comes with its risks, but rent by the room strategy helps spread those risks. Think of it this way. If one tenant stops paying or leaves unexpectedly, you're only losing a fraction of your income, not the entire rent payment. I mean, I absolutely love that idea. Plus, with multiple tenants, you're less likely to experience total vacancies. The financial stability this model offers is a huge win for investors, especially during economic downturns or seasonal slow periods. Last but not least, renting by the room allows you to maximize the value of your property. A 3-bedroom house rented traditionally might be limited to family tenants, but breaking it into separate rooms opens up new possibilities. It's a way to turn underutilized space into income-generating assets. You're actually building little businesses by doing this. You can also customize your property to attract higher-paying tenants. Maybe add an ensuite bathroom or upgrading common areas, making your room even more appealing, and then justifying the higher rents. I'm excited to see where all the short-term rental designers actually start getting into the space and making really cool co-living areas. So there you have it, the top 5 benefits of rent by the room strategy: increased cash flow, reduced vacancies, tenant flexibility, lower risks, and higher property values. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried this strategy? Are you thinking about it? Drop a comment down below and tell me your thoughts. Or your concerns, actually. I want to hear it all. Let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more real estate tips and strategies. I'll see you on the next one.